Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about a small coin that many people ignore, but smart collectors never do. The United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1952 with the D mint mark. At first glance it looks like an ordinary old penny, but once you understand its story, rarity, and hidden details, you'll realize why collectors watch this coin very carefully. The 1952 D Wheat Penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and this was a time when America was recovering from war and moving into a new era. Millions of pennies were struck. But here's the interesting part, not all of them survived in perfect condition. Most were used heavily in daily transactions, which makes high-grade examples much harder to find today. What makes this coin special for collectors is condition, detail, and errors. If the wheat lines on the reverse are sharp and full, and Lincoln's portrait shows strong hair and facial details, the value starts climbing quickly. Coins with weak strikes are common, but strong strikes from this year are far more desirable. Now let's talk about errors, because this is where excitement really begins. Some 1952 D pennies were struck with off-center designs, cracked dies, or die chips. These errors were not intentional, but they make the coin unique. A penny with a visible error instantly becomes more interesting and more valuable to collectors. Even a small die crack can turn a normal penny into a conversation piece. Another key factor is original color. Coins that still have their original red or red-brown copper color are much rarer than dark brown circulated examples. Collectors pay close attention to surface quality, luster, and any signs of cleaning. An untouched coin is always more desirable than one that has been cleaned or damaged. For coin lovers, the 1952 D Wheat Penny is exciting because it is still affordable, yet it has strong potential. It represents classic American coinage, solid copper history, and the thrill of finding something special in an ordinary collection. Now let's talk about value, and remember these are real market and auction prices, spoken only in words. In circulated condition, this coin usually sells for around a few cents to under $1. In uncirculated condition, prices commonly range from several dollars to over $20. High-grade examples with strong detail have sold at auction for amounts reaching into the hundreds of dollars. Error coins from this year can sell for even more depending on the type and visibility of the mistake, so next time you see a wheat penny, don't rush past it. Take a closer look. That small copper coin might be hiding history, rarity, and value right in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and love learning about valuable coins, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin story. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a wheat penny, and thanks for watching. Top 2. We are going to talk about a classic American coin that many people have seen, but very few truly understand. The Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1956 with no mint mark. This penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it represents one of the final years of the famous wheat design before America moved into a new chapter of coin history. At first look, the 1956 wheat penny may seem common, but collectors know that condition is everything. Most of these coins were used heavily in everyday life. They passed through hands, pockets, and cash registers for decades. Because of that, finding a well-preserved example today is much harder than people expect. What makes this coin interesting is its sharp design when found in higher grades. Lincoln's portrait should show clear hair detail, a strong jawline, and smooth fields without heavy marks. On the reverse, the wheat ears should be bold and full. Weak or flat wheat lines are common, but strong ones are highly collectible. Errors play a big role in making some 1956 pennies rare and exciting. Some coins were struck with die cracks, die chips, or slightly off-center designs. These mistakes happened during production and were never meant to leave the mint, which is why collectors love them today. Even a small visible error can dramatically increase interest and value. Another important detail is the coin's color. Since these pennies were made of copper, original red or red-brown examples are much scarcer than dark brown circulated coins. A penny that still shines with original mint luster can instantly catch a collector's eye. Coins that have never been cleaned are especially important, because cleaning can permanently damage value. For coin lovers, the The 1956 no-mint mark wheat penny is special because it sits right at the edge of history. It belongs to the final wheat penny era, making it a must-have for anyone building a complete Lincoln collection. Now let's talk about value, based on real market and auction results. In circulated condition, this coin is usually worth only a few cents to around $1. In uncirculated condition, values often range from several dollars to over $20. High-grade examples with strong red color have sold at auction for prices reaching into the hundreds of dollars. Error coins from this year can bring even higher prices depending on the type and visibility of the error. So the next time you find a wheat penny dated 1956, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, because that small copper coin could be more special than you think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching until the end. Top 3. We are exploring a Lincoln Wheat Penny that carries real history in its copper surface. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint at a time when the world was on the edge of major change, just before America entered the Second World War. That moment in history makes this penny especially meaningful to collectors. The 1940 wheat penny is often found in worn condition because it was heavily used in everyday life. Most people spent these coins without thinking, and over the decades that heavy circulation erased many fine details. Because of this, finding a strong, well-defined example today is what truly separates common coins from collectible ones. Collectors carefully examine Lincoln's portrait on this coin. Sharp hair details, a clear ear, and smooth fields with minimal marks add significant appeal. On the reverse, the wheat ears should be bold and complete. Weak strikes are common, but a coin with strong wheat lines instantly stands out. Errors are another reason this penny can become rare and valuable. Some 1940 pennies were struck with die cracks, die breaks, or double details. These minting mistakes were accidental, but they create unique coins that collectors actively search for. Even small visible errors can greatly increase interest and desirability. Color also plays a major role. Since these pennies were made of copper, original red or red-brown examples are far more difficult to find than dark brown ones. A coin that still shows original luster and has never been cleaned is especially important to serious collectors. For coin lovers, the 1940 no-mint mark wheat penny represents classic American coinage. It is affordable, historic, and still full of discovery. Many collectors enjoy hunting for high-grade examples or rare errors from this year, knowing that patience and careful inspection can be rewarded. Now let's talk about value, based on real market and auction activity. In circulated condition, this coin is usually worth a few cents to under $1. In uncirculated condition, prices commonly range from several dollars to over $20. High-grade examples with strong red color have sold at auction for amounts reaching into the hundreds of dollars. Error coins from this year can sell for even more, depending on the type and clarity of the error. So next time you see a 1940 wheat penny, don't pass it by. Take a moment, look closely, and appreciate the history it carries. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin content. Leave a comment if you've ever found a wheat penny like this, and thank you for watching until the end. Top 4. We are talking about one of the most important final coins of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint and belongs to the very last year of the famous wheat design, making it especially meaningful for collectors around the world. The 1958 D wheat penny was produced in large numbers, but that does not mean all examples are common today. Most of these coins entered heavy circulation, and over time their details were worn down. Because of this, collectors focus strongly on condition when evaluating this penny. Lincoln's portrait is the first thing experts examine. Sharp hair detail, a strong jawline, and clean fields without heavy marks can make a big difference. On the reverse, the wheat ears should appear bold and full. Many coins from this year show weakness in the strike, so a well-struck example immediately stands out. What really adds excitement to the 1958 D penny is the possibility of errors. Some coins were struck with die cracks, die chips, or slight doubling in certain letters or numbers. These errors happened during the minting process and were never intended, which makes them highly collectible today. Even minor mint errors can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable find. Another key factor is color. Since these pennies were made of copper, original red or red-brown examples are far scarcer than dark brown circulated coins. A coin that still shows strong mint luster and has never been cleaned is always more desirable to collectors. For coin lovers, the 1958 D wheat penny is special because it marks the end of an era. After this year, the wheat design was replaced, making this coin a must-have for anyone building a complete Lincoln Wheat penny collection. Now let's talk about value, based on real market prices and auction results. In circulated condition, this coin is usually worth only a few cents to under $1. In uncirculated condition, values often range from several dollars to around $20. High-grade red examples have sold at auction for prices reaching into the hundreds of dollars. Error coins from this year can sell for significantly more depending on the type and strength of the error. So if you ever come across a 1958 D wheat penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, because you might be holding the final chapter of a legendary American coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching until Top 5. We are diving into a Lincoln Wheat penny that comes from an important time in American history. The 1947 Lincoln Wheat penny with the D mint mark. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint just after the end of the Second World War, a period when America was rebuilding and everyday coins were used more than ever. Because of heavy circulation, most 1947 D wheat pennies show where these coins were spent daily, moving through shops, banks, and households across the country. That's why collectors today pay close attention to condition. A well-preserved example from this year is far more difficult to find than many people expect. Collectors carefully study Lincoln's portrait on this coin. Strong hair details, a clear ear, and minimal surface marks increase desirability. On the reverse, the wheat ears should be bold and complete. Many coins from this year were weakly struck, so sharp wheat lines are a key sign of a higher quality piece. Errors add another layer of excitement to the 1947 D penny. Some coins were produced with die cracks, die chips, or slight doubling in the lettering. These minting mistakes make each error coin unique, and collectors actively search for them. Even small, visible errors can raise both interest and value. Color also plays a major role in collectability. These pennies were struck in copper, and coins that still show original red or red-brown color are much scarcer than dark brown circulated examples. A coin with natural luster that has never been cleaned is always more appealing to serious collectors. For coin lovers, the 1947 D wheat penny represents a blend of history and opportunity. It is old enough to carry real historical weight, yet still common enough to be found by patient collectors who know what to look for. Now let's talk about value, based on real market prices and auction results. In circulated condition, this coin usually sells for a few cents to around $1. In uncirculated condition, values often range from several dollars to over $20. High-grade examples with strong red color have sold at auction for prices reaching into the hundreds of dollars. Error coins from this year can bring even higher prices depending on the type and clarity of the error. So next time you see a 1947 D wheat penny, don't rush past it. Take a closer look, because that small copper coin might be hiding more value than you expect. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin content. Leave a comment if you've ever found a wheat penny like this, and thanks for watching until the end.